very excited about it.
I've got lots of names of rather famous people and some events that actually took place concerned with these very vaults that I'm hoping may well come up later.
Whenever our medium, Derek Okora, arrives at a supposed haunted location, things seem to happen. We were all excited and eager to begin our investigation with Derek in the South Niddry Street vaults.
As we've now entered this section here, into this room, and I say, just use the word room for the moment, I get this shouting and boisterousness, and the fragrance, without a doubt, of ale, and really, really strong, and people sitting round and just being absolutely, some people falling over and what have you. And I'm getting as if there's a pitched feeling of anger that's being displayed in this area. And I'm getting this, now at the moment, this woman whose atmosphere and energy seems to be up and down here. And she seems to be quite a strong, sturdy woman, sturdy of mind as well. I'm like as if I'm seeing people sitting and they're being served ale. Right. It's like, I suppose, an inn or something where ale was being served. And she was a real strong, she was the runner of this place. She was so strong that she would have got hold of physically a man, okay? And, she'd have no problems with, evicting, okay? Getting rid of.
Well, what you're actually saying is correct. There was, and I think Richard and Phil can back me up here, there was actually a tavern here.
Okay, she killed him?
She killed him?
I don't know. I feel as if anger, as if maybe being stabbed or something here.
Can you give me a name for this woman?
Not at the moment, because I'm just picking up the residual. There's also, around that same time, I feel there was a small boy. I'm not saying he lost his life, but there was a lot of anger pitched towards this young boy. He was around this female landlady or what have you a lot, and I feel that the fight that broke out, okay, had something over the young boy. He was hit, and she saw this, and she just went absolutely crazy, and she definitely took his life.
Is she in visitation or is she grounded here?
I feel that she walks these passages. She walks these passages.
Do you want to go anywhere else here?
Yes. You see, it's not just this woman that comes up and down these passageways. There's a man's energy also comes along these passageways here. Is vented anger, and I use that word very carefully, vented anger. I would say he's quite cowardly, even though he's of spirit now. He's quite cowardly in the sense that he'd come up and down here. I feel he would have had very, very strong links with that fracas, what happened, with this death of this man. He was one of the nasty ones who didn't lose his life, okay?
But he was a party to it.
He was party to it,
right.
and he's nasty and he's obscene. But there's something that's being blocked off. Oh, I know where it is now as I go. The energy's taking me this way.
Right.
So you go along this way. Now there's also, in this area here, would have the only way I can put it, or the energy states that people were, the only way I can put it at the moment is that people were not very nice in a group that used to be here. Now, I can't say whether this was a family or whether it was just a group of like-minded people, but I feel there were some form of practices, okay, at some time here, and it's connected, would you believe it, with downstairs, or the stairwell. So if we can walk again, I might be able then to connect the two energies together, okay?
Yeah.
As the energy's pulling us down to this level now at the moment, Yes, this is it. This is the connection. It takes me back in the energy, and it's as if I've got like 1 floor, 2 floors. It's like 2 leading up to 3 floors. And there's a connection with that room back there. What is it? Do you know, I can describe it as like, you know, when we talk about workhouses and what have you, and I've got a mixture of females, I've got the mixture of even children around here, and a lot of heartache, a lot of cruelty, a lot of cruelty.
Who's behind us?
Nobody.
I just heard.
Just say something
Yeah.
there. There's no one physically here.
I heard that. It was
Did you
like
hear it?
What? It was like it was like a kind of shuffle or somebody moving about back here.
There are individuals, there are souls here that I know are listening in, but they're not, or haven't as yet started to want to show us any activity. I'm sure that will come later, Ivy.
Where's Phil? Phil, is there anything come up on the EMF at all? Because we had really high readings before.
We had high readings earlier on, but there's none being picked up so far.
It's completely flat, completely dead.
You see, well, because sometimes they're going to, dependent on who we're dealing with in these individual spirits, their personality trait may be, hey, I'm not going to bother until I want to do it, you know? And then all of a sudden, boom, wham, we'll get more activity than what we probably bargained with.
Since you've arrived. You always do this to me.
I don't.
A set of underground vaults deep beneath Edinburgh was taking its toll on me. I was becoming more and more jumpy, which was affecting the crew, and I knew we all had a long, frightening night ahead of us. Already, Derek had picked up on some of the tragedies that had occurred many years ago, and whatever ghostly presence was in the vaults with us had already started to make noises that were beginning to make the crew feel apprehensive.
Definitely a group of souls at some time or other in there. That could be that, it could be also the energies. When I said, do you hear that?
I heard that.
Yeah, that did sound like
Felix is down there, though, I believe.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, but Richard, did you just make that noise?
No, that sounded like a...
And could you hear a noise at all?
No, that was not traffic or anything.
How do we know it's not somebody standing out there going?
It could be because there's a pavement above you.
Yeah.
Along the pavement. It did sound like it was above.
Did you
as
hear
opposed
it?
to below.
I thought it sounded like it was from next door.
I thought it was coming from
I-
that direction. That's why I looked up
Yeah.
back towards Richard.
It was more adjustment. Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
Okay. Well, let's be pleased
Did you
and
hear
glad of
it?
this because maybe they are now gonna, start to show us.
What is the
You'll be
matter
okay.
with me?
You'll be all right.
It's pathetic.
Just calm down.
I know. I don't know why. All of a sudden I've gone really jumpy. All the other places we've been to, and this one's completely freaking me out. Should we walk back up that way and see, or not, Derek?
I'm more
Where are you wanting to go?
drawn to
That
go
way,
back
yeah.
down. Yeah. Yes.
What is up with me? I know it's annoying.
No, it's just.
I don't understand it. Did you hear that then?